This story begins one lazy Tuesday afternoon. Stickman was jogging briskly home from work. He was heaps keen to try his new Yoho Diablo. He was almost home when he bumped into Blockman, his best friend / arch nemesis. Blockman was heaps excited to show off his new 8GB Ipod Touch. He was listening to Guns N' Roses, of all things. Stickman became all jealous and shit and proceeded to kick the 8GB Ipod Touch out of Blockman's grasp, causing it to hit the ground with an almighty thud, leaving a massive scratch on the screen. Blockman understandably collapsed into a state of very serious shock. This only lasted for a second though, as Blockman contemplated the true meaning of life, realising that possessions are really only an extension of one's ego, and that to obtain true happiness and a perfectly pure state of mind that is free from cravings, anger and other afflictive states, one must be at peace with the world, have compassion for all, and give up obsessions and fixations. He then realised that this peace of mind is achieved when the existing violational forms are pacified and the conditions for the production of new ones are eradicated. So he smiled and thanked Stickman for opening his eyes to a greater existence. Stickman didn't know what the hell Blockman was on about. He still suspected Blockman had stolen the 8GB Ipod Touch because he knew Blockman didn't have any friggin' money. And, as he was still pretty jealous about not having an iPod, he ran very quickly to call the police to report what he suspected. He speedily dialed 000 on his brand spanking new Nokia 3330. Probably only a split second later, the guy from CSI Miami appeared to investigate. As Stickman identified the suspect, the CSI guy squinted intently. At first, Blockman was confused as to why Horatio from CSI Miami was in the cartoon, but then he figured that the person who was drawing the cartoon probably couldn't be bothered drawing a police character, so they just googled CSI and copy-pasted the first picture that came up. Made sense. Horatio then explained to Blockman that he would need a urine sample. Blockman obliged kindly, but then realised that he was probs gonna get busted for stealing the bloody 8GB Ipod Touch. He was spewing. Then Blockman, being the smartass that he was, asked Horatio what he needed the urine sample for, as if in like a weird kinda suggestive way. And to Blockman's surprise, Horatio explained that it had nothing to do with the investigation and that it was just for personal use. Horatio loved urine, heaps and heaps. And then, as if like clockwork, Horatio capped off the scene with a creepy crime-related pun that was meant to scare the suspect. Now you're in trouble.